Hey all, this is day 15 of a 30-day English grammar course. Do check out all the earlier videos. Even if you haven't watched those videos, you can still continue watching this as the topics of all the videos are independent of each other. Have a look at these sentences. I am at the beach. I am on the beach. I am in the beach. Now, what if I remove those tiny words in, on and at from these statements? It becomes I am the beach. Sounds funny, isn't it? These tiny words in, on and at are called prepositions and they have the power to change the whole meaning of a sentence. There are many other prepositions out of which we covered for and to in our previous video. In today's video, we are going to learn how to use in, on and at in a sentence with respect to its position. Let's start with in. 1. Enclosed spaces. Enclosed means something that has clear-cut edges or boundaries on all its sides. For example, I'm in a car. In a car. Car has got clear-cut boundaries. That is why you use in. I'm in the room. I'm in the waiting room. I left my key in the pocket. So here, whenever something is surrounded on all its sides, either a person or an object, then you need to use in. 2. Place. By place, I mean the country or the city in which you stay. I live in India. I stay in Chennai. I live in a village near the mountains. 3. Group of people. When you're surrounded by group of people. For example, I work in the finance team. I got selected to play in the national team. 4. We use in for liquids and other substances. For example, there is so much chili in that sauce. There is too much sugar in soft drinks. Now that reminds me of the first example that I gave you. I'm in the beach. No, you cannot say that when you're using beach. If you want to use in, then you need to have water in this sentence. I'm in the water. If you want to talk about beach, then you need to go for on or at. I'm on the beach or I'm at the beach. Let's talk about on. You have a flat surface and you have an object or some person on that surface. Then you need to use on. For example, I'm sitting on the chair or I left my wallet on the table. So in both the cases, you either have an object or someone on the surface. So on is like a two-dimensional. Now when I say flat surfaces, it can also mean roads and streets. They live on 15th floor. I stay on so-and-so street. So when you're talking about your floor or the street, you are supposed to use on. But when you spoke about the city or the country, then you use in. Now when you have to tell someone that you are physically present on some public transport, like I was on a train when you called me, right? So in this case, you use on. But when you have to tell about the ways of traveling, like I went there by train, in that case you need to use by, not on. I went there by train. I was on train when she called me. Let's see where to use at. At is like one-dimensional. Think of a map. Now when you're looking at a map, you're referring to a specific position or a place, right? So in that case, you are supposed to use at, as in I'm at the beach. I was sitting at my desk. Now not only in these cases, but when you're talking about public places and shops, there also you need to use at. Like we need to stop at the supermarket on our way back home. I'll be at the hospital till 5 p.m. I'm at the cinema. I'm at a mall. Use at when you're talking about activities that involve a group of people. Like, were you at a party or were you at a wedding? And the last one is when you need to give address to someone, which includes the details such as the house number, the door number, and the complete information of it. Like, I stay at 9/5, so and so, yeah, and the address goes on. So if I have to summarize today's session, in is basically used when you are inside some enclosed space or you are in a city or a country or you want to talk about a group of people as in a team, right? So in those cases, you go for in. And coming to on, it is basically some object or a person on a flat surface. And also when you're talking about roads or streets, you go for on. And now coming to at is at a specific position or a location. The issue with prepositions is you do not have any specific logic for, certain kind of sentences. Like in this case, who is on the phone? You say who is on the phone. You don't say who is in the phone. Like, there's no logic for it. You just need to memorize it. Similarly, we reached just on time is wrong. We reached just in time to catch the train. We should pay our bills on time is again correct. We should pay our bills in time is wrong. This is it about in, on and at, and we have an exercise coming up, but before that, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also the like button if you find the content useful, so that it really encourages me to come up with more such interesting and informative content.